Hi, today we're going to read a book called Weather Words. Since we're learning about all the about weather this week, I figured we should learn more of the vocabulary words for weather. Look, it's sunny. I need my boots. It's raining. And it's beginning to snow. The weather forecast is fair today. I'm sure it's hot. It sure is hot and humid. The weather changes from day to day. Weather words explain what they mean, what the weather is like outside. Weather is made up of different temperature, air pressure, and how much moisture is in the air and how fast the wind is moving. Temperature, the position of the sun, is what causes temperature change. Air pressure is a force produced by the weight of the air pressing down on Earth. Moisture is the air that comes from water that evaporates mostly from the ocean. Wind is the air in motion. Temperature. The temperature goes up and down. When the sun rises in the morning, the air becomes warmer and the temperature goes up. When the sun sets, the air becomes cooler and the temperature goes down. The temperature also changes with seasons. In the summer, the sun is high in the sky. The days are warm and longer. In the winter, the sun is low in the sky and the days are cold and shorter. Air pressure is when the air particles are close together and the air is usually cool and dry. The pressure often brings fair weather. Low pressure is when the air particles are farther apart. The air is usually warm and moist. Though low pressure often brings in bad weather. Moisture. The amount of moisture in the air is called humidity. Warm air has more moisture in it than the cold air. At night, when the air cools down, it can hold as much moisture. Can't hold as much moisture. The moisture that forms on the ground is called dew. So when it looks like it rained but it hasn't, that's called the dew. The temperature goes below freezing. The dew freezes, then it's called frost. Moisture makes clouds too. When water evaporates from the rivers, lakes, and ocean, it is called vapor and moves up the warm air and forms little drops of water or ice crystals. A cloud is formed. Moisture comes from the water on the river or the oceans and it goes up to the sky. That's what happens when it rains. The rain goes up to the sky again. Clouds come in all shapes and sizes. There are three kinds of clouds. Cumulus clouds are puffy. They are fair weather clouds. Cirrus clouds are the highest clouds. They mean that fair weather too. Stratus clouds are the low grade clouds. Sometimes they bring in rain or snow. There are other kinds of clouds with long names. They are a combination of cumulus, cirrus, and stratus clouds. The cirrocumulus clouds usually mean changing weather. The cirrostratus clouds often bring in rain and snow. The nimbostratus clouds bring in rain and snow. The allostratus clouds often bring in rain or snow, and the stratocumulus clouds usually are winter clouds. The altocumulus clouds can bring showers and snow flurries. Sometimes the sun shines through them. Cumulocumulus clouds are the thunderstorm clouds. A cloud close to the Earth's surface is called fog. Rain forms inside clouds, and the water vapor that evaporates from the forms tiny water drops. The tiny drops join together and become bigger drops. When they are heavy enough, they fall. Rain comes down in different ways. Drizzle is when raindrops are very small. A shower is a brief rainfall. A normal rain lasts longer. A rainstorm is when there are strong winds and lots of rain. Sometimes there are floods when it rains for a long time. Thunderstorms are scary. Lots of tiny drops of water whip around inside the cloud at very high speeds. When they rub and bump against each other, they make electricity. When enough electricity builds up, it bursts through the cloud and flashes. This is called lightning. Lightning is very hot. It heats the air around it. The hot air expands and boom, it makes a loud noise called thunder. Everyone loves looking at rainbows. This may happen while it is raining or just after the rain stops. When the sunbeams shine through drops of rain, the light breaks up into 7 colors. A rainbow appears. Sometimes in the winter it snows. Snow crystals form when water freezes inside the clouds. When the snow crystals join together, they become snowflakes. When they are heavy enough, they fall. Snow falls to the earth in different ways. Flurries are when it snows lightly. Sleet is snow that melts and refreezes before it hits the ground. A normal snowfall occurs when there is no or little or no wind. A snowstorm is when a lot of snow falls. It can be windy. A blizzard is a very heavy snowstorm. The snow becomes deeper and deeper and the wind howls. Sometimes it hails. Inside the cloud, ice crystals are tossed up and down. Water vapor freezes into ice crystals and layers. When they become heavy enough, they fall as hailstones. Wind happens when warm air moves up and cooler air moves into replace it. Warm and cool temperatures affect the wind's speed and direction. Wind direction is where the wind comes from. When wind blows with more and more force, a windstorm develops. There are many kinds of windstorms. Often they cause damage. A gale is a strong windstorm. A hurricane is a spiral-shaped windstorm that comes from the tropics. A tornado is a funnel-shaped windstorm twist as hot air spins upward. The many combinations of temperature, air pressure, moisture, and wind create different kinds of weather conditions. A big area of weather that is the same is called an air mass. The boundary between two air masses is called a front. This boundary is where the weather changes. The weather is hardly ever the same from day to day. That's why it's so interesting. Let's go swimming. It's hot. Brr, it's cold outside. There's many different types of weather. Hope you learned a lot today from that story. Bye.